Hold up a second. It's your boy Damnboitv, back with another video. Today I'm gonna start at the video talking about a little competition I'm doing on stream. Saturday the 14th of November, we will be running a marathon from Stormwind Gates to Darnassus. It will be lots of fun. There will be some prizes. So come join us. All you need to do is having a WoW account and you need to be able to log on the PTR. We're going to do it on the PTR, the normal server, so we don't get PvP interference. And hopefully the PTR is still up for this event. Otherwise we'll be using the EU server. Anyways, for more info, go to my Discord. There's a channel on my Discord where we have all the rules, the prizes, etc. and more info to come. Anyway, to what this video is really about, I made a BIS loot priority list for phase 6 a couple of days ago, and today we are gonna have a look at what other weapons are more attainable to get, alternatives to the best in slot weapons. So we'll have a look at that, and I hope this helps you. As always, a sub, a like, and a comment down below would be greatly appreciated. I do also stream on Twitch Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 to 11 p.m. Copenhagen time. If you want to chat, come and join me. I'm always open and ready to help as much as possible. Anyway, let's get into it. So, most of you know Fight Club, and I was actually playing around with Guybrush and the new Fight Club sim, and I've been playing around with Fight Club's Excel spreadsheet as well, looking at this stuff. And after an hour or two, I got reminded of this nice list that Fight Clubs make. It is kind of hard to make a certain weapon list because it all depends whether you want to use it for single target only or if you want to use it for the overall raid. And Fight Club does the overall raid weapons. So what I mean by single target versus the overall raid damage is for single target, for instance on sims, like fast weapons actually sim a lot higher than, for instance, Gressel, etc. And for instance on Guybrush, it tells you to use Hunger and Cold the main hand. Anyway, so I chose to go with the Fight Club sheet. I will of course put the link down below for Fight Club sheet. You probably all know it already, but if you don't, here it is, and I'll put a link down below. Anyways, let's dive into it. So Fight Club has a very nice overall sheet here, as you can see in the background. What this set requires, so to speak. Of course you have the humans, we have the orcs, and then we have the non-human and orcs. As for the non-human and orcs, you will of course want Edgemasters if you don't have Hunger and Cold. And then you will go with either the best in slot human list up top, or you will go with the orc one. Whichever of the two you choose is up to you. Do you prefer using maces or axes? And of course, use the weapons you actually have minimum 305 weapon skill with. Either way, the best in slot weapons for humans are Gressel and Hunger and Cold, like mentioned in my loot priority list. I have been simming though, and if you have Thunder Fury, if that's the case, of course using Thunder Fury with Hunger and Cold or Iblis is a even better choice than using Castigators and Iblis. Anyways, how to use the list. The left side is best in slot main hand, and then the second best, third best, fourth best, etc. And then the right hand side is the best in slot offhand, second best offhand, third best, fourth best. So what this means is that, for instance, if you have right now you have chromatically tempered sword and you can get Iblis, this will be the second best in slot offhand you could get. And chromatically tempered would only be the fifth best main hand weapon. So you can pair both sides with each other however you like as a human. It just depends on what kind of stuff you have at the moment. Anyway, moving on. The same applies for orcs. We have Gressel, Dawn of Ruin together with Hunger and Cold. Best in slot weapons as an orc. A thing to note on both lists, the second best in slot, according to Sims at least, is actually Thunder Fury with Hunger and Cold, or follow the list down again. So you could actually say that Castigator is only the third best in slot main hand, and Thunder Fury is second best, and then Gressel first. The same applies to orcs. Gressel Dawn of Ruin is the best in slot weapon. And if you have Hunger and Cold, the second best main hand would be Thunder Fury and not Hatchet of Thunderbone. Anyway, again, the sheet for orcs works the same. If you have Deathbringer, your best in slot offhand would be Hunger and Cold, and Krul'Shuruk, Blessed Karate War Axe, Doom's Edge, Zulian Hacker of Strength, Zulian Hacker of the Tiger. If your current offhand is Doom's Edge, your best in slot main hand would be Gressel, Hatchet, then Blessed Karate War Axe, the Deathbringer, then Krul'Shuruk. As for two-hander orcs, we have Severance, Stargates of Insanity, Might of Menethil. Not much to talk about there. Not many people actually play two-hand DPS. At least not on Lions, but I guess on Horde it's more useful because you have Wind Fury to give you that extra damage boost. As for the non-human, non-orc players, you will be going, as long as you have 305 weapon skill, you will be using weapons that benefit you from Edge Masters. So what this means, of course, is you don't want to use any weapons besides daggers, swords, and axes, because those are the three weapons that Edge Masters give you +7 weapon skill to. Of course, if you only have Expert Gold Miner's Helmet, you only use axes. If you have Mogger's Belt or Distracting Dagger, you only use daggers, and so forth. Anyway, for the rest of this set, I have been looking at it, and actually down at the ranged weapons, I would actually suggest Larwave the Great Worm is not the best in slot weapon. I would actually say Nerubian Slavemaker is better. It actually gives you around 6 attack power more and the same amount of crit. As for the rest of the sheet, it's pretty much the same as like the one I made. A thing to note here, if you're rank 10, I would definitely suggest you use rank 10 helm plus rank 10 shoulders. This will actually give you a DPS increase versus using Lionheart and Conquest. Plus, it will make you more chunky as well. You'll get more HP, and I'm sure we'll need that in phase 6 as well, like we do in phase 5 in AQ. One last quick note to this Fight Club sheet. As for the ring slot, we have Band of Unnatural Forces. This is the best in slot ring for both Alliance and Horde for your first ring. As for the second ring, it becomes a little bit more complicated. Hordes want to go with Ring of the Karate Fury or Quick Strike. They are almost the same. Karate Fury is BIS. As for Alliance second ring slot, you want to either have Quick Strike Ring or Circle of Applied Force or Ring of the Karate Fury. In my last phase 6 loot priority list guide, I said Circle of Applied Force is best in slot in the second ring slot. The reason for this is Quick Strike Ring and Circle of Applied Force actually sim the same on Guybrush. So whichever you choose, it's up to you, of course. Whatever you get first, I'd say. Anyway, that rounds up this guide. Remember to tune in on the stream the 14th of November for the great marathon race. We are gonna go, and you better run like you mean it. Anyways, thanks for watching, much appreciated. If you have any questions or the like, feel free to throw me a comment down below. A sub and a like would also be greatly appreciated. It really helps my channel growing. I do also stream on Twitch Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday from 7 to 11 p.m. Copenhagen time. If you want to chat or just chill, come and hang with me. Anyways, as always, have a damn great day.